Whoa. Hey, good people. Welcome to Walk and Talk with your boy Todd. And guess what, folks? He outside. I'm outside. Woo, it feels good down in Florida today. We froze about 3 weeks ago. Now we feeling great today, people. Do me a favor real quick. Hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate it. Thank y'all for checking in. I might go live, but this not live. So hit that like button though. It's a lot going on this day and time, people. And guess what this month is? It's Black History Month. So what I want to do, I want to share some Black history with you today. Some personal Black history. Hey, how's it going? All right. See, we all walking. We all walking in the community. Listen, like I told you, I want to tell you about some personal Black history today. Black history meaning people who are organic to the land, Aborigines, right here in America. We been here. As y'all know, the report is out. We been here. We wasn't brought over on those ships. Now, some people was, a handful, but the majority, you was already here. Ask your great-grandmother, she'll tell you. My great-grandmother, Cherokee Indian, she said it, but growing up, we ain't know none of this. I ain't learned this till I'm in my 50s. I'm in my 50s just learning all that. Well, I learned it in my 40s, teaching it in my 50s. So I'm reporting it to you guys so you would know, so you can tell your kids. Back in the 80s and 90s, I guess we wasn't having these discussions. But thanks to social media, discussions being made, people. But listen, I want to tell you about one of my relatives. This is on my dad's side. So I'm leaving the Morton side. That's my mom's side. And I'm going over to my dad's side. My dad, his dad. Okay? Real quick, my dad put the 4G in, y'all. AT&T project manager. Before then, he was over in Africa working for Qualcomm and whoever else, you know. So my dad, he in the history books too. And his dad was a great jazz musician. So I'm making this video for my kids and their kids and for you, so you'll understand some of our history here in America. Now my granddad was a great jazz musician. And I'm gonna play you some of his music. I'm waiting on my brother to send it to me. It's not on none of this app stuff. My brother found the recording and he gotta send it to me. Y'all know Mo. Mo the great producer. You know I do all that stuff. But listen, I might play some of his music, but I'm gonna dedicate a whole series to my granddad and to my great granddad next week. This one, however, I'm dedicating to my aunt, which is my granddad's daughter, my aunt. This goes out to her. Just want to let you know, people, she was the first African-American, well, they didn't say African-American back then. Matter of fact, on the Jet magazine, they got Negro. She was the first Negro, African-American colored, organic, Aborigines. She was the first concert pianist on NBC. Yeah, the NBC. Not something we made up. Not 3 syllables I'm making up. But she was the first concert pianist on NBC. Not only that, but she traveled the world. Folks, I'm talking about my aunt. She much older now. I mean, she passed. She passed in her, was she in her 50s or 60s? I'm not sure. But anyway, she passed. But she was the first people. Back in the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I saw her perform in the 80s. My mom, my dad, they took us to one of her concerts. I think we went to two of them, but I remember one of them. And we met her behind the stage. And wow, that's what I remember as a kid, you know, growing up. And it meant a lot at the time because I played in the band. So music runs through my family. We actually should have been in New York somewhere. Well, my sister's actually in New York, and guess what she's doing? She's teaching violin in New York. And that goes to my what? My aunt. My aunt was a great pianist, concert pianist. I'm waiting on this light, folks. Don't want no cars to hit me. But we talking about Black History, this Black History Month. So I want each and every one of you to share some of your Black history with us. Tell me what your family members did, what were their contributions to this here America's Turtle Island. Folks, we everywhere. We've been everywhere. And hey, this been going since way back. Talking about slavery and all that stuff, man, whatever. But listen to me. She was the first black, not even female, first black concert pianist on NBC. And she traveled all around the world performing. Like I say, I saw when I was a kid. I think I was at Highlands at the time. I was at Highlands Junior High. I played the trombone. Then I went on the range. But so music in my family bones. And then we went on to run a music company, Shabak Entertainment. You know, the Henderson brothers. You know, folks like Petty D, Lisa McClendon, Camp Quest. You know, the Jesus Jams what Corey putting out now. Well, that was before our time. Well, was it before? Yeah, that was before. Jesus Jams was before. Go check Corey Johnson out. He just posted him and Mo back in the day. And Nat and Teddy and the gang. He just posted them, the little rap group they had. Folks, you got history in you, man. You got to share this history. Pull it out, share it with us. We want to know. I just told you today about my aunt, first black. I forgot how the article read. I don't have it here in front of me. But first black, we just gonna say concert pianist on NBC. And she traveled. She was with the Philharmonic Orchestra. She was with the Philadelphia Orchestra. She played with several orchestras, but her main orchestra was Philadelphia Orchestra. She was born in Ohio, and she ended up in Philly. And yeah, and she has kids. She got grandkids. You know, I don't even know if I'm connected to them on Facebook. Hey, y'all connect with your cuz down here in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm sure, you know, they on the affluent level, folks. That's why I'm changing my speech. But let me stop. But your cousins down here in good old Jacksonville, Florida, Duval. But hit me up. Like this for the people. Put a comment in there for me, cousins. Let me know if I'm doing an okay job. I'm talking about your mom, your grandma. And I look forward to meeting and seeing y'all as soon as I can make it up to Philly. Maybe my boy Malcolm might take me on a trip up there. My boy Malcolm from Philly. And Big Dave from Philly. And Kurt, my boy Kurt from Philly. So I need to head there and see my family. And I've been there. I've been to Philly. But I didn't see my family. But so I got family there in Philadelphia. And that brings up the game that's coming on, the Super Bowl, baby. Yeah. But today, folks, I just want to share a little Black history with you from your boy, Walk and Talk with Todd, to let you know a little something, sharing with you some history that we need to know. Guess what? I didn't learn this until in my 40s. Well, I didn't pay it attention until I got in my 40s. So now I'm sharing it with YouTube, and I'm sharing it with my kids, so they will know. They won't learn like I had to do in my 50s. They can know it now. My aunt was the first black, my great aunt was the first black concert pianist on NBC. And check this out. I'm gonna go back further, people. I'm gonna go back to the 1800s. 1800s, my great granddad. And I'm gonna do a whole series on this, people. So I'm just gonna give you clips right now. I'm just gonna give you clips right now. So just follow me. I'm doing something different today. And also, if you hadn't subscribed to your boy, go ahead and subscribe to me. I'm about to tell you why. I'm about to tell you it's in my blood. See, it's this social media thing in my blood. I'm wondering why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. I'm about to tell you, people. My great granddad ran a printing press in the 1800s. I thought we was in slavery. If y'all under 50, y'all slap yourself if you talking about goddamn slavery. You can't even touch somebody who been in slavery. Y'all talking about goddamn slavery. Man, my granddaddy, African American, well, back then it was colored, a Negro, but listen, had his own printing press, newspaper. He made the local, not local, it went national too. He made the news, people. He had his own printing press. Do you know what that is today? That's like having your own Facebook. So he was Mark Zuckerberg in the 1800s. What? My great granddaddy was Elon Musk in the 1800s. More Mark Zuckerberg, because social media was still with news and newspapers and stuff like that. But he had his own news printing press, people. In the I got to stop. I'm about to lose my mind right now, folks. And y'all talking about slap yourself. And I'm pissed because I didn't learn this until I got in my 40s. I'm like, Daddy, why you ain't tell us this growing up? They about to kept my behind in school. Kept my behind in the military. It helped. Hey, people. What I want you to get from this, share with your kids about your family history. I don't care what. Just tell them the good parts. Just cut out the middle man. Don't tell us all that business stuff. You know, all that he, she, see. All right, we don't want to hear all that. Just tell us how we connected. So I'm telling you about my roots on my dad's side. This is my dad, okay? And I'm named after my dad. I'm Abram Todd Henderson Jr. He Abram Todd Henderson. His daddy was Abram. Check this out now. My dad name is Abram Livingston. That's who Mo middle name. He just educated me on that today. Mo Livingston Henderson. But guess what his musician name was, folks? Y'all ain't gonna believe it. Baby. Huh? Y'all think baby's something new. Little baby, the baby, this baby, that baby. My granddaddy, his name. Check this out, man. Y'all can't believe this. Baby Henderson. Listen, man, ain't nothing new under the sun. He was a great jazz musician. He played with all the greats. Louis Armstrong, all the great jazz musicians. You name them, he played with them. He went over to London. He was over in England. He was playing. He played everywhere. And then in his latter days, he came back here, lived in Miami. And I just read the article on him. He passed away. He was at Bethel AME in Miami, Florida. Okay. And somewhere along the line, you know, I don't know, I can't. But my daddy came about somewhere along the line. I remember my dad As a kid, he was in Miami. So, yeah, his sister, my aunt, probably about 18 years older than my dad. So they didn't necessarily, it was up there in age. I mean, good separation in age. But people, listen, people. I'm just putting this together. Stop complaining. My granddaddy had his own print. Well, I feel like slapping somebody right now. Now, I can't get too upset because me and my brothers did have a music label. So we was getting there. We was trying. My brother's still doing it. He's doing the Think Bold. Make sure you go to Think Bold, people. We always trying to do something great. Always. Can't stop, don't stop. Get it, people. Can't stop, man. But we wonder why we do things. The reason sometimes you do things because it's in your blood. It's from your ancestors. You feel me? Ashe, give honor to your ancestors. I give honor to my ancestors right now. That's why I'm doing this. I'm talking about Black history. You feel me? Indigenous, organic, to the land, America's Turtle Island history, baby. Even though my granddad was here, he traveled over and got there in London. He was a jazz musician. Then his daughter, my aunt, traveled in the orchestra. She was a pianist. Then she went on to NBC. Folks, I'm talking about 1800. I just gave you a history from 1800 to now. Did I say one thing about my great-great-granddaddy was in slavery and he didn't have no hope and no dream? Nigga, who told us that book? Nigga, I'm sorry. Ooh, I done broke the rule. I hope I can still post it. I'm sorry. People, talk to your mama, talk to your grandmama, talk to your great-grandma. Say, can y'all tell me about my history? Can y'all tell me? People, I just took you from 1800s to now. 1800. Great-granddad had a printing press to now. His grandson doing Think Bold, big-time conference here in Duval, Jacksonville, Florida. Come on now. In 2025. Is it 24 or 25? 25. Time moving, folks. But I just thought I would just want to share that with y'all today. There's so much history in our blood. But guess what you need to do? You need to share it. You need to share it. We don't know it if you ain't telling us. That's why I'm choosing today just to share some Black, indigenous, organic, Turtle Island history with you, baby. You feel me? And I done took it from the 1800s to now. Great-great-granddaddy. Oh, I left this part out, but I'm going to get to his story next week. But anyway, he started a city. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready for that. Y'all ain't ready, because I ain't ready. I ain't learned this till in my 40s. I'm in my 50s now. You feel me? I ain't learned this information. If I'd have known this in high school, I could have been writing reports on my great-granddaddy and wanting to go to goddamn Harvard, but I didn't know this stuff. That's why you got to talk to your kids, fill them in, let them know the history. That's why it's important. Forget somebody telling you to talk about history. If you talk about history, what's your history? One day I talked to a coworker. He was from Albania. Man, that joker ran down his history. He led it all the way to Transylvania, to Dracula, folk. I didn't know all that stuff was real. I was like, wait a minute, you mean that's why they call him Dracula. He put the stakes in the yard and had bodies on it. I was like, what the? But he knew his lineage. He knew that's what I'm saying. See, most people that come over here to America, they know where they're from. They know their history. And this is why, folks, we have what's called Black History Month, because Black people, we was not doing this. We was not passing this information down. So that's why don't get upset, because we want to have a Black History Month, because everything was taught in school. It wasn't nothing had to do. They wasn't teaching us right. So that's why we got to re-educate ourselves on this. You feel me? That's why we got to read. You need to teach your own. You got to teach your own people. Ain't nobody's job to teach your people about nothing. It's your job to tell your kids, your grandkids, their kids about who they are. Can't blame the president. Can't blame nobody. I'm blaming the white man. I'm blaming the Asian man. I'm like, man, forget that. What are you saying? What are you telling your kids? That's what folks, hit that like button, man. Folks, I went off on a rampage today on history. Ran it down to you today. Yeah, they blocked you. Yeah, they ain't want you reading. Yeah, all that. I just took it from 1800 to now, people. Come on now. And my great-granddaddy, mama, she died early. He was 11, 12 years old, and he had to make it on his own. Come on now. This man started a town. Look it up, Winter Park, Florida. Look it up. We're going to talk about that next week, though. So stay tuned. Tune in to your boy, Walk and Talk with Todd, all about health and fitness. You feel me? Physical health as well as mental health. And today was on Black History. Hit that like button, subscribe, send this to a family, friend, send it to somebody. If you don't send it to somebody, I'm gonna come there and get you. But I'm out. Peace. Shalom. Ashe. Wadu. Out.
Every single day we're rising to the top. Never looking back, we're always on the clock. Got our sights set high, we're chasing all our dreams. Walk and talk with Todd, it's never what it seems. Yeah, I'm breaking back.